Vinyl community, hello, Bruno. This is the second episode of the presentation of the last albums I purchased before the new lockdown, the second one in France. And I wanted to make an episode with new music, and there are too much of them, so I decided to make two episodes of this section with the real new music on music from 2019 or 2020, and there will be a second episode, I think the next one, about recent music, music from the 2010 to 2015. These are not reissues, but these are not so new as well. Well, the first records are from what we can call maybe the London connection. There are so many good albums from London, the London jazz scene at the moment. The first I want to show is this one. It is Yussef Dayes and Tom Misch. The name of the album is What Kind of Music? And it is on Blue Note. As you may know, Yussef Dayes is the drummer of the late Youssef Kamal, with Kamal Williams around 2015, and he is very I don't know, but the drum here is very important, of course, because it's a duo, and I love the way he plays. Yeah, it is one of my favorite drummer at the time, with Makaya McCraven. We will see one album from him after that, and yeah, Yussef Dayes and Tom Misch. Yes, this is the album that I love the most after the Youssef Kamal album, and I tried to listen to the last Kamal Williams album. Sorry, and no, I didn't take it. Maybe one day, but this is the one. If you have to choose, I think this is the one. The next one is Nubia Garcia, Source, and it is with this hardcover, like Roots. It is a double album like the previous one, and well, it's Nubia Garcia like we know her. She is one of the best musicians in the London jazz scene, and in this one she is exploring some directions that are surprising sometimes, like this reggae jazz track. Yeah, this is we say valeur sûre in French. You can go wrong with this one. Nubia Garcia, Source, in 2020. The next one is on Impulse, and it is the second album from Shabaka and the Ancestors. So double album as well. and it is, as you may know, an album with Shabaka Hutchings that he recorded with South African musicians. So it is Afro jazz record. Yeah, I have got to buy this one because I loved so much the previous one, and this one is good as well. The next one is with the same leader, Shabaka Hutchings, and it is an album from 2018, and it is The Comet Is Coming. So this is the it's not so easy to find words for this type of music, but we are between jazz and rock. It's like an heavy jazz, sometimes a psychedelic, sometimes really funky. So it is it's another direction for Shabaka Hutchings. It's not the good period for that, but I would like to see all these guys on stage one day. Seeing them on the screen is not enough, no. The next album is coming from England as well, but not London. It is in the northeast of London, the Norfolk. It's coming from Norwich, and it is Mabal Hands. There are, you know, weekly episodes on Bandcamp where you can listen to new albums. This is the way I heard for the first time this band. And Big Star 1000, Fred showed this one as well 4 weeks ago or 2 months ago. And it is a trio from England. It is recorded in Manchester, in under the label Gondwana Records. I don't remember the name of this musician who is the head of Gondwana Records, but no, I don't remember. And I don't know. This is a really pleasure to listen to this one, and it is jazz, but it's like it is more Swedish jazz than English jazz, and it is so soft and so. Sometimes it reminds me new classical. But there is a sax player in that band, so in that trio, so it makes the difference. This is not a new classical record; it is a jazz record. But yeah, just try this, and yeah. I will only show records that I like, so they are good. Yeah. The next one is the second part of Universal Beings by Makaya McCraven, and it is side E and side F of the double album that was recorded, I think, 3 or 4 years, and It is under the label International Anthem Recording, and there are some English people playing here. Nubia Garcia and Kamal Williams, and yes, maybe that's it. Shabaka Hutchings as well, yeah. So it is very rhythmic, very... Makaya McRaven is a drummer from Chicago, and he likes to mix jazz with rhythms, and sorry, I can't do better. And there is an avant-garde side in this sort of music. So it is not only Afro jazz, no, it's elsewhere, but yeah, a little bit of avant-garde jazz here. I could use the same word for the same words for this one. It is Ambrose Akinmusire. It's an American trumpet player, and this is gatefold, but just one record in it. This is his last album from this year, and yeah, here we are more in the spiritual jazz, and with avant-garde as well, because the first track in this record is like, yes, it is almost like a free jazz track. So it's very diverse, but yeah, between spiritual and avant-garde jazz. And we are here on Blue Note, on the Blue Note label. So that's it for the jazz albums. The next one is a classic for this year. Now it is Fiona Apple, Fetch the Bolt Cutters. I should have checked what it means. I don't know, by the way. Oh, Fiona Apple, yeah. She is so surprising. So it's, yeah, it's good. No, nothing to add. Yeah, Fiona Apple. Just buy it. I won't say the same for the next one, The Strokes. The New Abnormal. I listened to it, I think, twice. What can I say? Maybe it's growing in me, yeah, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's too close to their first albums, so I need to hear something new. I will listen to it a few times before I decide what to do with that. The Strokes. Next one is an Australian pop singer-songwriter, and it is Alex Cameron. Well, I don't know if it's the marketing crew who decided for such such art color, but it's a good one. It's not as good as I expected, but yes, I always like to find good pop singers similar to, let's say, Prefab Sprout, for example. not so dull, with some variations in the melodies, and this one is a good one, yeah. Alex Cameron, and it was last year, yeah, 2019, on Secretly Canadian. So that's it for this video, the second episode of my last purchase before the lockdown. I show at the moment what I purchased in I think 2 months. So this is it, and the next one will be on the recent music. Thank you, please comment, and goodbye, ciao.